Remember when a dollar felt like, well, a dollar? Times have changed, my friends. Our once mighty greenback ain't what it used to be. That candy bar that used to cost $1, now it's pushing 2. And don't even get me started on rent. This isn't just about nostalgia, it's about the very real erosion of our purchasing power. The things we need, the things we want, they all seem to be getting more expensive. Meanwhile, our dollars just don't seem to stretch as far. But why? That, my friends, is a story that takes us back in time. Back to the days when the dollar was more than just paper. It was a promise, backed by something tangible, something real. Once upon a time, in a land before credit card debt and online shopping, the US dollar was directly linked to gold. This was known as the gold standard. It meant that for every dollar in circulation there was a corresponding amount of actual gold held in reserve. Think of it like a delicious, shiny safety net for our money. This system provided stability and inspired confidence. People knew their dollars were worth something real. Trade was more predictable, inflation was kept in check, and the world looked at the US dollar with envy. But, like all good things, the gold standard eventually came to an end. In 1971, President Nixon made the fateful decision to sever the dollar's ties to gold. It was a move that promised flexibility and economic growth, but it also opened the door to something else: inflation. Without the anchor of gold, the US government was free to print more money, and print they did. But here's the catch: more money in circulation doesn't magically create more goods and services. It just means each dollar has to compete with more dollars, leading to, you guessed it, inflation. Section 4. The inflation equation. Why your dollar doesn't stretch as far. Inflation is a sneaky beast. It creeps up on you slowly like a bad haircut. One day you're buying a gallon of milk for a reasonable price. The next it costs an arm and a leg. What happened? The value of each individual dollar decreased. It's like musical chairs, but instead of chairs, it's your purchasing power disappearing. This brings us to the present day, where the dollar's purchasing power has significantly dwindled. People are starting to look for alternatives, for ways to protect their wealth from the ravages of inflation. Section 5. Back to the future. Could asset-backed currencies be the answer? So, what's the solution to this dollar dilemma? Some experts believe the answer could lie in a return to the good old days, or at least a modified version of them. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found it insightful, please like the video if you haven't already. Also, be sure to visit seedsofwisdomteam.com to sign up for our newsletters.